Who are we again?
Is that rhetorical?
The Harry Tavern Tours.
It says we're going live.
And we are. That's because we are live. Hey,
Peace.
welcome again, everybody. Tavern Harriers coming to you on a Tuesday night. Party is now in Valaki, and here in Valaki, they've learned that the Blue Water Inn is out of wine, and the festival's coming up, the Feast of the Sun that they hold every Sunday, as they've learned, and they need wine, obviously. How can you celebrate without wine on Sunday? So they're thinking of maybe helping out the town to get some wine. They have an idea of where to go. Well, the only vineyard in Barovia is probably the wise choice. Oh, well, they're making their way around Valaki, going from place to place, and trying to keep arena safe. They've learned that, the village of Barovia, Doru broke out of the church and started going on a murder rampage, feeding, and people are fleeing the village.
Does that make it sound more dire, guys?
You had to bring that back to the front of Byrne's mind.
Byrne, don't ruin lunch.
However, yes, after they had the tough battle with the vampire spawns, fortunately the turn turned half of them, and they stayed turned for almost the entire 10 rounds. Actually, it went 10 rounds exactly, the battle.
Yeah.
So they were able to fight the three off, and then knock the other three off one by one, rather than having to face all six at the same time. It could have been bad.
Mm-hmm.
They did get a little help from Izek and hit the guards as well, which they've learned is the captain of the guard from Valaki, who serves the Baron. On their way out, they run into Lady Wachter, invited them to lunch. They've learned that she's not quite fond of the Baron. They're not sure why. They also ran into, after they delivered the bones back to the church, they ran into a handsome young man, Vasily, very polite. Took an interest in the party. Irina took an interest in Vasily. And she still remains at the party, as we are now at the inn, the Wachter house. We'll introduce ourselves real quick. We'll start with Chuck.
This week I am still Eric, the bard sorcerer.
All right. Next we'll go to Deb.
Hi, I'm Deb. I'm Kakai, the barbarian I can't even think of what I am right now. I'm just here, trying to figure out who I am. In and out of character.
All right. Next up, we have Keith.
Hello, everyone. I'm Keith. I'm Acolyte Byrne, and trying to figure out how I'm going to get everybody to go back to Barovia.
Next, we have Alex.
Hello, I am Alex. I am once again playing Darak, the Hexblade Warlock. And Acolyte Byrne should probably worry more about how we're going to get there fast instead of getting us to get there.
All right. Closing us out in the introductions, we have Charlie.
Hi, I'm Charlie. I am playing Rowan, who is a paladin of the Ancients, and he doesn't like anyone he's met in this town.
Well, thank you.
I didn't meet you in this town, Eric.
And we begin tonight. Lunchtime with the Wachters. Thank you for joining us for lunch today. Thank you for accepting my offer. Please, make yourselves comfortable.
Sit down.
Feet up on the table.
Wait, am I in that guy's seat? Does he have assigned seating?
Either that or he really
He's
likes you.
lingering.
Just get around the table.
I mean, he's right by me. He's creeping me out a tad. Shouldn't he sit at the head?
She makes her way around. She's makes her way over there.
What's up with Tom Green? What is he doing?
Tom Green, he's the cook. He's putting food on the table.
Oh, okay.
So he's
Yep.
feeding you first.
Yeah, he's kind of going around.
I
This is-
did not memorize purify food and water today.
Oh no, we're gonna die.
So,
Wah, wah.
guys are on your own.
Yeah, yes. So please sit. Help yourselves. And you put out there, you see the big, it looks like a fowl, like a goose they put out, and all the sides, and you see things like that going. Greens. Pours ale. No wine is being poured, you've noticed. As well, you've noticed it's a very nice place from the inside. Excuse us. You must have heard by now that there is no more wine being delivered all through Barovia. We don't get visitors much here in Vallaki. It's a pleasant surprise when I heard there are visitors that have come to town. Visitors may understand a little bit more than, well, those that live here, and I just get frustrated so much that they seem to be. It's almost like a cult here. Whatever the Baron says, the people believe.
And what is the Baron saying? To be happy?
Well, he just says all will be well. All will be well. And the people believe him. We have no wine.
But all
I
will
hear-
be well.
I hear wine is getting to other villages, and maybe Kresk or the village of Barovia, but we can't get it here. I blame the Baron for this.
I believe Barovia's been having some wine issues as well.
But yes, but yeah, it's his fault, of course.
Who's his?
Oh, the Baron, Baron Vargas.
Burgermaster?
He has these silly notions, and he used all the wine for all these silly festivals he throws every weekend. He believes by doing so that
All will be well.
all be well, and he'll keep Strahd out.
So since he started doing these festivals, has Strahd been staying out of town then?
Well, none of us have seen Strahd in Vallaki, and many. I've never seen him in Vallaki myself.
How do you know he exists?
They say it's been more than 100 years since Strahd has strolled these streets.
Is there any correspondence between that and the interment of the bones of Saint Andro?
Well, not that. That's the old rumors, but are they true? They keep these walls high around Vallaki, and everyone believes these lies, even though their lives are miserable. We haven't seen the sun in our entire lifetime. It's always the haze and darkness, which may be another reason why the vineyards don't do as well as they should. But I believe that if we all just followed Strahd's teachings and understand this, he is the prince, that the sun will return.
So Strahd has been working to try to get the sun to return?
Well, I think so. I mean, and I believe that, the Baron is working against Strahd, not allowing him to have full reign. With his silliness, all will be well, all will be well. and commanding everybody to smile and be happy. That's no way to live. You try to tell the people otherwise, and they just quote the Baron. The Baron said so and so, so it must be true. I tell you, he's gone insane.
And so you think because you think the Burgermeister is wrong, that therefore Strahd must be right? I don't understand the leap.
Well, I think that those that would have a relationship, one of necessity, with Strahd would do Vallaki well.
You would have a relationship with evil if it benefited you.
Well, you would have a relationship to survive, would you not? This is no way to live.
I mean, having a party every Sunday sounds great to me.
Yeah. I was thinking about taking that idea back to my people.
Right. A feast every Sunday. Ah, yes. If it was anything but paltry, huh? And then the people starve the rest of the week.
Oh, so wait, hold on. So they're taking all the food, saving it for Sunday, but they're only giving them the bare minimum during the rest of the week?
Yes, they have to have food for the feast.
But it's not Sunday. You've got all of this food sitting here on the table.
Do
I don't
those,
participate in the feast.
do those people with much to spare not share with the rest of the village?
Well, you have us who don't participate in the feast, and they leave us alone. The Vaktars are a very old family here in Vallaki. The Baron, although he's losing his mind, would know that to interfere with our affairs is not in his best interest.
Did we ever learn out what her companion's name is? Did he ever introduce himself?
Ernst.
Ernst?
Ernst, yep.
And he's a Wagner also?
He is.
Come on, move, Neko.
So which one here is Ernst?
The guy who looks like he's in military gear? Garb? I can't spell it.
Yeah, he's at the top. Yeah, this okay.
Okay. So he's like, so
Okay.
who's this guy?
Which
Yeah.
guy? That's the
The
one
one-
delivering the food.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
okay.
Then who's this guy?
Oh, that's the butler. Ali.
Oh, okay.
That's the butler.
Okay. And Frankenstein is Ernst?
Yeah. Yeah, so yes, the Baron, I believe that it would probably be best if the Baron was replaced.
Who do you feel should replace him?
Well, ideally myself.
So is he a burger mistress?
A burger mistress, yes, I like the sound of that. But understanding that, unlike the isolationist Baron, I want to be trading partners with the other villages and be part of Barovia, be part of the land, serve the land.
Serve the land.
Fresh meat whenever you can.
Believe that the other villages of Barovia are any better off than Vallaki?
Well, if we all come together, perhaps we would do better.
We could all come together against Strahd, and I suppose that would be a more significant effort. But
Perhaps.
you seem to be suggesting that you should come together and work with a man who is evil. I'm not
I'm
sure that's a
saying-
noble pursuit.
Sure, but to work against that is suicide.
Is it better to be hopeless but noble of intention, or craven and safe?
Well, some would say it's wise to serve until you have opportunity to do otherwise, would they not?
So your plan would be to serve Strahd until you had opportunity to betray him.
If that's what would become necessary to serve Barovia and to serve the land, yes.
Interesting.
And do you have a plan to enact this coup?
Well, I invited you here. Excuse me, madam. We have a guest. Just arrived.
Uh-oh.
And he brings in somebody you recognize. You met at the church, outside the door.
Oh,
Talked to the
Vasily.
father.
I don't recognize him.
Wait a sec, is he the guy we're supposed to go see dinner with?
Yeah,
It's a little early. It's a little early for dinner.
Wow.
We haven't even finished our lunch yet.
He just comes. Excuse me. My apologies. And he pulls out a bottle of wine and he hands it to. This is the last one for my storage. I hope I'm not too late for the lunch. I'm not staying. The wine is for lunch, of course. She wanted to make sure that she served you properly as guest of the land of Barovia.
Oh, you're not staying?
Oh, no. I was just bringing the wine for the mistress.
So that means there'll be no wine with dinner?
Well, my apologies. Well, Fiona's a good friend of mine, and I thought I would just do her right. I didn't expect to run into you. I thought I would have some time to get the wine and be back. But, well, affairs must be had, and must attend to duties, and people like to talk to me along the way, and I sometimes lose track of time. But, Fiona, if you don't mind, I did bring some things that I would like to give our guests. If they'll help us achieve everything that is needed to survive in these lands. You understand that Fiona was going to make this presentation. Her and I discussed this when we had learned of your arrival. Otherwise, I would have been there earlier to help you in your dangerous situation from earlier today. But we were talking about your arrival, and we thought we'd make this offer. Give you these items in order to, well, for one, to restore the wine. We do need that. And there's this nuisance down the road. You may have heard of children disappearing from time to time.
Oh,
the shepherd's pie factory.
Of course, you've heard of it, the old Bogan grinder.
You could say that.
Well,
We've had
You know,
some
when you-
hands-on experience.
You know, when you put it that way.
as you can see, we have Barovia's best interest. We need the commerce from the wine. The Vistani take the wine into Faerun.
Mm-hmm.
It keeps our economy going. It's one of our major imports, or exports, rather. And matter of fact, it's our only export here in Barovia right now. The Vistani refused to take the shepherd's pie into Faerun. No, would you accept my offer? Or
I'm
our
not-
offer?
I'm not certain I'm clear on what the offer is exactly.
Yes.
Give you some items to help you on your journey in helping us make Barovia great
Again?
again.
Please don't.
I did the same thing in my
I
camp.
mean no disrespect, but I'm sitting in a town I know to be starving, staring at a table full of food. I'm sitting in a town that I know has no wine, being offered a bottle that's been kept among the rich, and I'm being told that it's noble enough to serve what we know is evil, provided we are ready to betray them at our own advantage. I don't see any wisdom in overthrowing a Burgermeister, as perhaps misguided as his intentions are, in the service of Strahd, even if, Fiona, as you say, your eventual intention would be to betray Strahd also. So, unless you are able to make it very... You wish the Vistani to take these pies into Faerun?
Oh, of course not. We'd like to end that practice here. We need more farmers. And frankly, that's bad for business.
What are these items?
Well, depends. What's your specialty? Who are you?
I don't think it really depends. I mean, what are we referring to?
Well,
I mean,
for
I am
instance,
Acolyte Burn. No more,
Acolyte.
no less.
Okay, well, I think I would have something for you, specifically. If you would be interested.
Well, you have to forgive us. We're not used to making commitments and answering requests for aid without any details. It seems we'd need to know exactly what you would want done and what exactly is being offered.
Well, firstly, we'd like to see the wine restored. Like we said, the lady, all she wants is commerce to flow so the people can survive. And perhaps one day we can expand the vineyards and produce more wine.
You would help the Mardikovs in this endeavor?
Yes, we'd want to help the Mordkovs. We need commerce. We need gold in the land.
You will be relieved to know we've already promised the Mardikov woman at the inn that we would look into the wine.
Okay, wonderful. See, you're already halfway there.
What do we get?
Well, then the other is we would like you to take care of the business of taking future farmers put them out of business.
So,
wish us- and
go ahead, Rowan.
You wish us to deal with the sisters at the windmill.
Of course, yes. We don't want to lose any more children. As I said, we want to expand the vineyards. We want to restore the sun.
I'm still a little shaky on how you're planning to restore the sun.
Well, eventually these mist will lift, but perhaps the more we serve the land will serve us back.
Isn't Strahd the land?
Barovia is the land.
I've
God
heard.
is
I've
Barovia.
heard. Yes, I've heard that Strahd is the land. Somebody had mentioned that earlier.
He does own Barovia. He has the biggest castle, does he not?
Probably the only castle, but point still stands.
Now, would you like to help?
Maybe I keep missing the point where you tell us what you're offering.
What's in it for us?
What's in? And he holds out an amulet. He holds out an amulet, and it's like, and he throws it to you, Acolyte Burn. And as you're holding it, you begin to feel a little bit stronger, like more resilient. Just when you have it in your hand.
No chance I feel any stronger than I already am.
Yeah. He's like, things like this. And then he looks at you, Eric. And he's like, one day you're going to hold a whole lot, but you're just a little man. You don't have a lot of space, and your backpack is only so big. Well, wouldn't something like this, and he holds out a bag, be most useful?
Got a bag already, but
Could put 20 of you in here.
what do you think, guys? You want 20 of me?
So wait a sec, if we throw you in there, we just kind of like a magic trick. There's more of you that just pop out.
I think he's referring to the capacity of the bag rather than.
Yeah, the capacity.
Okay, all right.
Out of character, I'm pretty sure that's a bag of holding.
Right,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, I get the joke.
Like the clown car, gnome car.
I already was committed to go to the Wizard of Wines for my own. That's what drew me here to Barovia to begin with.
And I don't think Byrne here would have allowed us to not return to the windmill and right that injustice.
Right.
Yes.
So I'm confused exactly what other stipulations this offer of your help comes with. If you now know that these are wrongs that we would have set right by our own ethical imperative anyway.
When time comes and the wines have been restored, all you have to say is joy has returned because of Lady Fiona.
So you want us to praise your name to the people of Valaki?
And credit you with deeds that we would have done regardless of your presence.
Right.
But with our help. I'm not done. And he holds out a pair of boots. And he looks over and looks at Yuki, and he throws it your way, and he's like, "Wow, perfect size for a most strong woman."
Okay.
Now, they say you wear these, you can walk through anything.
Oh.
Even if you're carrying heavier weights than you should, you won't slow down. Also, you can jump quite a bit further with these.
Oh.
Can you walk through shit?
Of course, but just wash your boots after.
Okay,
can walk through whatever you like.
Walk through a corn or a cow pasture.
But please, if you walk through the shit before you come to my house for dinner, I would ask you change your boots.
Maybe there's a spell out there, and those, that will clean that up for me. Because I'm not touching them.
Prestidigitation.
Resist shit.
Resist shit.
Shit.
All of that in real life too, please.
And he looks around and he's like, "So, you understand? It's quite easy. These items will be yours. They're not yours yet." And he pulls out another amulet, and he throws it your way. Or it looks more like it's an amulet, but it's like a health symbol. He goes, "This will make it very, very hard to kill you. It's even as you think you're at your last breath, it keeps you from dying. And you'll notice the very scar, your very wounds begin to scar almost immediately."
Who would he throw that at?
He threw it to Darak. It's if you understand what I described.
Oh yeah, I'm familiar.
Yeah.
Whose familiar are you? Oh,
His patrons?
Uh,
Yep. And if okay. I'm sorry, my cat just died. Yeah, she wanted to meow at me until I picked her up.
You heard someone say familiar.
Well, yes, for you, if I could bless your sword to where you, as a holy warrior, you invoke it. The green flame will encompass your sword when I bless it. That one I'll hold off doing until you agree.
there's one more person here with us who has traveled with this party through thick and thin so far.
Oh, the one more thing. I will keep her here under my protection in my mansion.
So Ron, you're staying here with her?
Red flag! Red flag!
No, I think he was talking about Arena.
Arena.
Rowan. You're just out in cold.
Oh, he told Rowan that he's going to bless his sword.
But not until we say yes.
Yes.
Those who have traveled with Rowan probably know that Rowan would absolutely not let either of these people touch his sword unless it was the pointy end. That sword is already like a relic to him.
And I cared little for trinkets. I will do whatever the rest of the party decides. But
just not quite sure what commitment's going along with acceptance of these items. I mean, we planned on doing good deeds here anyway.
right.
I'd hate to tie them or cheapen those good deeds by merely accepting charity.
You said,
Okay,
for a simple phrase, like you said, as you said, you were going to do these deeds anyways.
Except for the last one. I
What
don't
was the
think
last
any of us had any intention to do the last one.
Oh, the joy thing?
Yes. All because of Fiona Wachter.
I mean, you could make a song.
I could make a song, but they probably wouldn't like it.
You are much better than you think.
Respectfully, I don't think I understand enough about the political climate of this town, nor what the people of this town would want to commit to attributing acts that may help them to someone who seems to want to use them to attain political power, especially given, no offense meant, your hospitality has been appreciated, but your statement that you would happily work with Strahd if it seemed advantageous means that any praise that we gave to you would be giving praise to someone who would willingly work with a man I know personally and divinely to be evil. I'm afraid while you may be happy to hear these things will likely happen, I think all of us are committed to that. I will make no compact with either of you.
Are we walking out? Are we storming out?
Does the antelope attack the tiger?
If he has horns, yes.
Does the antelope initiate attacking the tiger?
Does the antelope lay in rest with the tiger, thinking herself safe because she's fed him others?
And are we being told now that we are in need of likening ourselves to the antelope? Are you saying that you are the tiger?
Well, what I'm saying, as said, is how would we attack Strahd and all that he has? You've not walked up to Ravenloft recently, have you?
Ever.
Yeah, we're dinner appointment in a couple days.
Well, I would enjoy. I hear he serves the best in all of Barovia, even better than Lady Fiona here. But I would say that I've heard tale of pikes as far as the eye can see, on both sides of the road leading up to the castle, with those who have gone before and have tried to overthrow. So, personally, I do not want my beautiful head to adorn the streets going to Ravenloft. Would you?
I don't want your beautiful head adorning any streets either.
I can assure you that we have no plans on overthrowing Count Strahd. We are mere travelers looking for an uncle. I'm looking for I don't know how to really describe him. An elder of my church. Kiki is looking for her people. Dark, I'm sorry, I really don't know what you're looking for yet.
I'm looking for a torch that will burn the darkness off this land.
Still hasn't found what he's looking for.
Oh,
You too?
Yeah. You beat me to that one, Keith.
Rowan, was that you're looking for a torch that will burn the darkness from this planet?
From this land.
From the land. Oh. That's a mighty torch.
I believe it's a
Candle by
metaphor.
the dark room.
Yeah.
But
Very
If we have
interesting.
to make a decision right now, I will first come out and say I stand with Rowan.
I don't know where anybody stands. I mean, I came for lunch. Actually, I don't even want to be here. I want to be in Barovia.
Lady
It's
Walker,
like, I swear to God, this better not be a pyramid scheme.
is absolutely an MLM.
And Brian, when I walked over to stand by Rowan, I left the bag sitting on the chair.
Okay.
I'm gonna sort of lean down and just whisper to Eric, like, do you have any of that thought magic left? Just very quietly.
Unfortunately, no. Actually, I use the whisper spell cantrip back to him and tell him, unfortunately, no, I'm pretty well spent right now.
You're all spent. We need some sleep.
Rowan doesn't really acknowledge the whisper in the head, but just places a hand on Eric's shoulder, like sort of support and thank you for the solidarity. Lady Walker, no one blames you for your fear of Strahd, especially not knowing now that image that you've shared with us of the pikes, but fearing something and keeping oneself safe is different from working with that to seek some sort of advantage. And I hope genuinely that you're seeking to work with him doesn't lead to your lying too close, as you say, to the tiger.
Oh, understood. Yes. Until I feel like we're in a position to do anything, I feel like the survival of our people relies on being in relative obedience.
Obedience to whom? I mean, I'll be honest. The only person I'm in obedience to is my God. And sometimes that's Rocky.
So, well, of course. Well, we have to serve the land
More with the land.
in order to live.
So again, from what I heard before, you're saying you have to serve Strahd in order to live.
For now, yes, of course.
Well, I mean, each to their own. I don't know if we at this time can commit either way. Well, once again, I'm not sure why I'm even here. I mean, is the food good? I mean, is the food tasty?
I've heard. Well,
It's no shepherd's pie.
if you would like to overthrow Strahd,
No. No one's saying that.
well, you want to do away with the evil, correct? Now Vasily's looking at you. Would you like to do away with the evil? I would say, in order to do so, there's one thing Strahd wants more than anything. And they say, I've heard, and it's probably true, that once he finds is one true love, once again. Yes, there will be a celebration. That he will finally be able to lay to rest. That's why he lives all these years. If you could deliver and find is one true love, that would help Barovia.
We are not giving Kakia to anybody.
Aw, guys.
Hey, look!
Ooh, Schmolad.
I saved one.
All right, Eric.
Yay! Say that.
This is my youngest grandson.
Aw, hey.
Say hi.
Yeah.
Wave.
Yeah.
This is Luca.
Hello.
Luca.
Sorry.
That's
He
all
wants-
right.
He's getting ready to go home, so he wants to say
Oh.
goodbye. Bye-bye, buddy.
No worries.
Bye bye,
No worries.
Luca.
Bye, Kobold.
See you later, Cor.
Cool.
Sorry, guys.
No worries.
It's fine.
Always nice to meet the players we're playing with like 8 years down the road, right?
Right?
Well, my son keeps wanting to play, but he never can make the time, so... Brian, have you met my son before?
Nope.
I didn't know
Corwin?
if you had, or... Yeah, Corwin.
Then Vasily telling you the tale, and yeah, if you could take his one true love. Somebody who said, we're not giving up Kakia.
Yeah.
But, and he gives an eyebrow and lifts it towards Arena.
That's not going to happen either.
Unfortunately for Strahd, the object of his desire is not an object and makes her own decisions.
Oh, for sure. But perhaps if she got to meet him, sit and talk with him.
She has met him before. He showed up at her father's funeral and promptly raised a bunch of zombies to attack us.
This
And
is
And torment her brother.
very true.
Poor manners for a noble.
Ah, yes.
And then there's this nasty thing that... So you're wanting to help us, you're saying, with these items.
Yes, of course.
We got here to Villaki, and we received... Rowan, do you mind if I tell this story?
No.
We received a box. Rowan received a box which contained the head of somebody with a note saying that all who help the outsiders will get the same fate. Or words to that effect. Are you sure you want to help us?
Very interesting, yes, of course. But when all is said and done, I believe that Lord Strahd would understand these decisions we are making here today.
You seem awfully familiar with Strahd's mindset.
Well, based on living here for all my life,
We haven't met many who have advocated for turning Arena over to him, or speaking for his understanding.
Yeah. Brian?
Yep.
I'm casting message again to Rowan and asking Rowan, can you use your ability to read anything into what he's saying? Intentions?
Rowan doesn't respond, but the eyes go moonlight again. Looking at Tilly.
I want to almost insight her to make sure that it feels like she's leaving something out.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it Vasily who's been talking this whole time?
It's been both, but
Both.
Vasily, since he came in, I think, has done most
Yeah,
of it.
and I divine sensed Fiona and everything in the room, but that was before Vasily came.
Yep. Yeah, you're not picking up. You didn't pick up anything in your with your divine sense. By the way.
They're just human scum.
Yeah, I sort of like turn and look to Eric and just shake my head slightly.
Okay.
Are they being honest with us?
Make a.
I got
perception.
15. Oh, perception? Okay.
Insight. Okay. Oh, the insight skill check. Okay. You're not. As far as you can tell, they're being honest.
Okay.
Yeah. So, it's your choice, of course.
Well, I don't think we can commit to anything right now, and I'll put the medallion on the table.
Ernst, he goes around and he collects all the items back. He grabs the boots and he grabs the Periot and grabs the amulet and grabs the bag and takes it back to over to Vasily and grabs the first amulet he threw out. He throws it back to you, Acolyte Burn. He said, "You said you must have some time to think about it, correct?"
Indeed.
As a token of my goodwill. No strings attached. You may keep it.
Is there a chain attached?
No chain on. No.
How am I supposed to wear it then?
Yeah, he's like, that's yours to keep. That's a token of my goodwill and my welcome gift to Olivia.
Well, it's better than the shepherd's pie we got earlier, so.
Yeah.
Based on morals, yes. Taste,
And Vasily and Lady Wachter, for what it's worth, I think I speak for the rest of us that when we say that we will protect the people as best we can, you are included in the people unless you turn against your people.
Oh, of course. I want to serve the people of Volaki.
But to who?
Oh. But to who? Well, she laughs. Well, there is no who, just to let them serve the land. Increase commerce.
So I do have a question. So when you say increase commerce, are you just looking for gold? I mean,
Well, to trade. I mean, we need so much wine here to serve the villages here in Barovia, but we'd like to receive things from Faerun, which the Vestani take for us. We'd like to expand our business beyond into the bigger cities.
I mean, I don't mean to pry, but how are you invested in the wine trade of Barovia? I guess Barovia, yeah. I mean, do you own the Wizards of the Wine?
Oh, no. The Markovs do.
I mean, how did you make your wealth?
Oh. Well, our wealth here is quite good, I suppose. It's from my family's inheritance.
And how do they make their wealth? I mean, let's get down to the tax.
Well, the more wine that serves, the more those that are serving the land make.
Rowan, did you get that logic?
Wondering why the Mardikovs don't have all this.
Mm-hmm.
Have
Well,
we met the Mardikovs? We haven't met the Mardikovs.
Yeah, we met
We
one.
met
Daughter.
a Mardukov.
Patroness of the inn is a Mardikov.
Mm-hmm.
Donica.
the Mardikov you met at the Blue Water Inn,
Yeah.
the owners.
Oh, yeah.
I thought we only met Donica.
Well, as you say, there are those that manage the land, and there is those that own the land that is farmed, that is.
And those that own the land are granted those rights from Strahd.
So I think you hit it on the nose, Byrne, when you said, let's get down to tax as to where his wealth came from.
Ernst, what's Ernst doing? Is Ernst saying a word? He's creeping
No,
me out still.
He's kind of like Lurch, kind of like hanging
Yeah,
out.
okay, right. Totally hanging out.
I think it may be to everyone's benefit for us to get on the road towards the vineyard, the Wizard of Wines. If we're going to make it there before nightfall, we may want to get moving.
Do we know where it is? Is it?
We also may want to rest before we
I
go.
was gonna say, I think you all,
I mean,
y'all look rough. I mean,
No.
nothing personal, but you guys look like you've been pretty beat
I'm
down.
unharmed.
I'm doing pretty fine.
Yeah, it's about almost 1 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon right
it's
now.
lunchtime.
Yep.
Who is
And,
Tony Rowan?
As you put that amulet on, that he's letting you keep,
Okay.
your constitution raises to 19 while you're wearing it.
I thought that's what it might have been.
Yep, amulet of health. Yep.
That's so many more hit points.
I am.
I don't know about so.
If we are leaving, I'm going to go up to Lady Fiona and use some of my charm and thank her for her hospitality and for allowing the open exchange of ideas that occurred here.
And as you're leaving, I would hope that I'll see you this evening for dinner, correct?
If we can make it back in time,
If not, I understand.
do we know where you live?
It's the other big house in the city.
And how did you make your money? I'm just going to ask all the rude questions right now. Get out of the way.
How old are you?
I think the
Yeah, how old are
longer
you?
I
Fiona,
think the longer we dwell on politics, the longer it's gonna take for us to get anything done around here.
Oh, this is just nosy gossip. I'm not worried about politics.
Potato, potato.
One of those is a correct word, the other one is not.
okay. Nice. Where are you guys heading now?
Oh my god, to Napland.
So back to the Blue Water Inn. Is that what we're doing?
I mean, we are. I mean, that was tough. We had a tough day so far. Do we really want to go where there might be more tough things? I mean,
You guys probably, out of character, you guys probably need a long rest, don't you? Because
Yeah,
you're out of slots.
indeed, we
Yes.
did. I mean,
You would know that if you took a long rest now, you'd be at
About 9
sleeping
o'clock.
till about 9 o'clock at night. Yeah.
Which is probably not the best time to start traveling in Barovia.
So do we go back and just kill some time and then go to his place for dinner and then go back and rest and leave out in the morning?
I mean,
How good was
who's,
that?
Do we really want to go to dinner with this guy? Haven't we
Not really, but
sort of
We
heard
kind of-
everything he has
Kind
to?
of. Thing is what's he going to tell us that we didn't just hear right now?
Right.
and to get to see his house?
that was kind of what and see him in his own habitat.
I'll be back.
I'm not sure I want to bring Arena to a second location with these people.
Arena's a
what is-
woman of.
What is Arena's feelings as we're traveling?
Should probably ask her when we get back to the inn to bathe.
Or she's. Well, we haven't talked to the Baron yet.
Yeah, the
I
Baron.
know.
The Baron would be one thing. Also, I would kind of like to run the questions about Wachter and Vasily here by Danica and Rictavio.
Yes.
We're the only two people we met who don't seem to be evil.
Of
And we
course.
could visit Milovich again, see if he's nice.
No. No.
Hey, buddy,
No,
just
he is a bad boy.
he repented, and we can help guide him further toward the light.
We should probably talk to Father Lucian to get his take on these other two.
And I would agree with that too.
Well, the thing is have you guys noticed that all of the wealthier class people are siding with Strahd versus the civilians who are going with what's his face?
Yeah,
Well,
I don't
Except for
think
the
there's-
burgomaster.
There's
Yeah.
probably a connection there too. The reason that they're the wealthier class is because they do side with him, I would imagine.
As much as I think the idea of owning land that you don't work is ridiculous and stupid,
I agree with that one.
imagine they only would be granted that right if they got it directly from him.
Yeah, you're not. You guys have left now. You're not sitting there talking like that. in
Oh
front of,
no.
No, I know.
I'll say it right in front of
All
their
right.
faces. Crony
I'll put you in the
capitalism.
blue water in now. Not to confuse everybody here. We're having this. We know who you are. There you go. Now you're in the blue water.
Rick Tavio's still there?
Oh, that's our bard friend?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is still there. You
Oh,
see
right
when you
there.
get back to the. Yep.
Yeah, Donica's still there too.
Yep.
It's like they never left.
And these other
Oh,
people
we
have
never
just been
left.
drinking that since last night.
It looks like Igor's there too, over at the bar. No, not so much when you zoom in. When you're zoomed out, this guy kind of looks like Marty Feldman.
Okay, there you go. Got some music in the tavern tonight.
Are we still going to ignore the crisis in Barovia?
Yes. For the time being, I don't think we can do much for them.
Well, no, we can, though.
No,
That's
we
the whole
can't.
point.
I mean, we could. How far of a walk?
Half a day.
It's about half a day to Barovia.
Well, we could walk there, see what we can do, walk back.
How much healing do you have left?
None.
None at all.
I have none left.
We're all tapped.
I've
I
got
mean, I'm good.
I've got a bunch of cantrips. I can viciously mock. And
How many more
firebolt.
times can you rage, Kakia?
A lot.
And it has an actual mechanical effect. All right.
Other than that, I'm good. I'm more worried about you guys, because I can only take so much damage, and it's like, okay, help me out, guys.
Yeah.
I think I've got a couple bardic inspirations left in me.
I've got nothing. I can look at people and tell you if they're a demon. That's all.
I'm sure glad you never look at me.
Don't worry, I'm on to you. Alright, so can we sort of approach Danica once we're in there?
Yep.
Danica, we just had sort of a strange lunch with Lady Wachter and a man named
Silly.
Vasily. He seemed to have some interest in your family's winery, or at least in the wine. Do you know anything of them? What can you tell me of their intentions?
Well, they say that Lady Walk, she doesn't like things here, but that everything is well. She doesn't believe it. She's a miserable person.
Right.
We kind of picked up on that.
It
But,
just seemed
well-
very interested in your trade financially. I was wondering what kind of interest they had in it.
well, my family does well, and we own this inn, and we own the vineyard. Well, we own, but the land itself is owned by the Wachters.
I see. All right.
And, well, in order to operate the vineyard, we have to pay the fees. And if there's no wine, well, there's no fees to be made.
I see. So sort of as we suspected, it's financial.
How did the Wachters end up owning the land?
Oh, that more than likely because they serve the land.
Are you saying that euphemistically?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
But we've been very well here in Valaki.
Yeah, I've heard all is well here.
All is well. And yes, the land doesn't bother us here in Valaki.
Hypothetically speaking, if Lady Wachter were to take a position of leadership here in Valaki, would you approve of it?
Oh, well, of course not. We believe that the people should own everything. Not certain people, but all of us together. That's how society functions better.
Like collectively own everything?
I'm with you,
Yes.
Comrade Mardikov.
But as you see, there have the ruling families.
And the man, Vasily, what of him?
They say he's related to Lady Wachter, so maybe her nephew.
I guess those genes play a broad game. Additionally.
He comes and goes.
Where would he go to if not here?
He travels to Kresk and he travels to the village of Barovia. That's as far as I know.
Wait, I'm a little confused. If the Mordakovs you guys make the wine.
Yes, we make the wine.
So why is there no wine here?
We don't know. We haven't had any deliveries, and no one's been able to go and check and see.
Donica said she watches the inn, but she hasn't heard anything from the family on the winery.
Don't you have a boy you could send? Or a girl?
I think we offered to do that for her.
I think we are the boy collectively.
Or the girl.
Yep.
Well, I haven't been called a boy in a long time.
But yes, we don't. Yeah, we haven't seen anything and heard anything, and the wine has just stopped coming. And well, Vasily, Pete, is a very opportunistic for the Wachters. He wants to see an end to this. He wants the open roads, wants to expand and help us expand. And it means we'll do better as well.
I would like to see that.
But we want to share it with everyone. All those that work the land. And help the wine flow, that we all can enjoy it together, not certain families.
Where does the Burgermeister stand in all of this?
Oh, the Burgermeister? Well, he thinks a little bit different. He thinks that it should spread out to more families, but still not everyone to get involved.
I mean, what about that guy over in the corner there? Should he get the same as you get?
Yes. Everyone who works together should own it all together.
I mean, he looks like he just drinks a lot. He doesn't look like he does anything.
Oh, he's doing his part when we have the wine.
Oh, that makes plenty of sense.
He's a taster.
Yes. And a consumer. See? Everyone works together.
Economic flow one way or another. Do the Mardikovs themselves deliver the wine, or does someone from each town collect the wine?
Oh, the Vistani camp right here. I know Vasily talks to them quite a bit. That's how we get the Vistani to do things.
Oh, you mean the Vistani with the blue turbans and that?
The blue turbans, well, them, and he uses the other ones with the red turbans as well.
So that's at least one mutual agreement between the two sides. Love for wine.
Alcohol does bring families together.
Probably the only thing that keeps them together, too.
About as together as they prefer to be.
But when we were walking the streets, did we notice like any indigent, any poor, any beggars, anything like that?
Oh, as you walk the streets, you do see a lot of poor, a lot of people just, and they're buying like small loaves of bread, as small as you can see, and just kind of very destitute.
How many would you say we saw?
Oh, like in the town? How many beggars?
Yeah.
You probably saw about eight to nine beggars along the streets.
All right, I tossed each one of them a copper piece.
Okay, and thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
No need to thank me. Just, I hope your life goes better.
Once they bring the wine back, of course.
I swear to
Nudge,
God,
nudge, wink, wink, subtle hint.
Brian has a Post-it on his monitor. It's been saying shepherd's pie. He's crossed that out and wrote wine.
I was more going with the you're giving a copper to the homeless, and I need wine that I can't buy.
All right. Would you?
I mean, I don't know, all this talk of socialism and autocracy. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's the best way. I just want to find my friend. But
Eric,
I've seen plenty of poor people, so apparently there's injustice in this land too, unless they're just laggards and layabouts and ne'er-do-wells, lazy.
Hey, when it's party day on Sunday, you gotta be ready for it, no matter what.
So they're resting. Okay.
Yeah, but if there's nothing for them to be able to do, does that make them a layabout? A laggard?
Laggard. Yes, it does. I mean, there's
If
always
there's nothing
something to do.
If there's nothing for them to do, if
But
there's
there's
no
always
hope,
something to do. There's always something to do.
If
You could
there's
be
no hope.
washing the dishes.
some of these Barovian peasants have sent 200-300 application parchments out.
And not
hearing
even
anything back
one,
from Big Noble.
not even one acknowledgement.
Wow. It's a run. Wow.
We're being rejected by an automaton.
Done with on.
And so begins the War Forges.
But the politics here are interesting. Yes, of course.
let's talk to Rictavio. I'm sorry, go ahead. Yes,
I was going to say, Eric, why don't you see about talking to Rictavio? I think
that's a good idea.
yeah. Bard on bard action.
Bard on.
I don't know. He seems sort of into himself.
Who,
He
me?
said bard.
No. Tavio.
Tavio.
So I'll saunter on up to him. Is he still playing around with his toy monkey?
Yep, he's still playing with it and he's trying to.
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That self-possessed bard is up there playing with his monkey.
And you are welcome, Rowan.
Have you retrieved bubbles?
Not yet.
Everybody we fucking talk to.
Heck, I was thinking of saying, okay, here's the game plan. We can go talk about the monkey, head to the wine. Once we sell that, we can see if the Vistani will give us a ride to Barovia.
But